Welcome to the IVM Podcast Network.
Hey guys, thank you for tuning in yet again for another episode of the Stylogram Podcast, the show that talks about celebrity style, fashion faux pas, and the latest trends that have hit the runway and the streets. Today on our show, we have a guest who knows a lot about all of the above. Ace designer Arpita Mehta is going to talk to us about her journey as a designer in Bollywood and what it takes to get the mega success that she has achieved in such a short period of time. Hi Arpita, how are you?
I'm doing well.
So
How are
good
you?
to have you here in our studio. Are you all set?
Yes, almost
Okay.
there.
So Arpita, tell us, how did you get into this? I know you've been born and brought up in Bombay, but kind of run us quickly through your journey of how you got here and what you studied and all of that.
So I started out actually first doing science for 2 years post my 10th. And after doing 2 years of science, I just got really bored as to, doing this kind of thing. And then I realized I wanted to do fashion. So I gave in my entrance exam for this college that I graduated from, which is SNDT University. And I kind of topped my entrance exam. So
For fashion?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I took it up, I did it for 3 years, and then I just knew for sure that this is exactly what I wanted to do and I'm at the right place. So the good part is that I started early, and after studying for 3 years, I worked for 2 years with a leading fashion designer, and post that, there was again a bit of a confusion of should I study further or should I start my own label?
Yeah.
But then I just went with my gut feeling and I just worked on a line and I launched it. It did pretty well, but not that well. So then I put in some more effort, racked my brains. It took me almost 2 years to get a great team together and just crack the entire process.
Yeah.
But post that, there's been no looking back.
And what year was this?
I'd say I started my label 8 years back from now.
Oh, wow. You were really young,
Yeah.
when you started. And then
Pretty
to have
much.
that kind of vision
Yeah.
and to even crack down on your business model and, make
Absolutely.
sure that you get something that works. That's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, kudos to you for that.
Thank
But
you.
tell me, do you think it's important for people who want to get into the fashion space? Is it important to study it, or is it something that's just in you? I know I've spoken to a lot of designers who say that it's either in you or it's not in you. It's not something that you can study. But what do you feel? What's your take?
So it's kind of important to have a technical background because I feel that is what helps you create your vision into reality. So in spite of being creative, I think it's equally important to be technically balanced so that you can achieve what you have in your head.
Okay, so technically you mean like in terms of like the stitch, and you mean
Yes.
like in terms of like the weight of the garment and
The
stuff.
construction as to how it's made in terms of understanding different kinds of fabrics, how to use them
That's
at the right
very
place.
important. Because I feel
Absolutely.
like when you pay a lot of money for an outfit, it's not just what it looks like, but it's also
Exactly.
like the longevity of it. It's also like what,
The
how
fit,
heavy,
the
the fit
comfort.
is very important to understand the
Absolutely.
Indian body type.
Yeah, true.
What are some of the obstacles that you faced in the industry so far? I know you had a few in the beginning. But
Yeah, I feel putting together a good team was very difficult for me because I did a lot of trial and error, working with different karigars, masters, because the kind of finish that you need is difficult to achieve, and if you're achieving it, the workmanship is too high. So kind of creating that balance between workmanship as well as costing was something which was very difficult. But
Okay.
now I feel I've kind of
And
overcome
are these
that.
are your workers quite professional, or do you find it hard to retain them? Is there a lot of poaching
No,
that happens?
I mean, thankfully, I'd say like more than that, touch wood, that I've had my team ever since I've begun. It's been the same.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, it's been the
Is
same.
that lucky or is that the norm?
I feel because we treat them well, we provide them with a lot of work. So, and there's been a lot of consistent work. So there's been no reason for them to move out of the setup that they have right now.
Okay.
So they've been with me ever since.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think plagiarism is one of the big ones? Because I know that, especially in India, there's really no strict rule or norm.
Absolutely.
And is that something that you deal with consistently?
Yes, it happens on a very regular basis.
How
I
do you
feel.
deal with it?
There's nothing you can do about it, actually, honestly speaking, over here, because the rules are such that no matter whatever you do, whatever has to happen, it's just going to happen. People are not going to listen to you.
Okay.
So
So, I mean, I would think the only way to do it is to kind of just keep reinventing yourself.
yes, the point is to just stay one step ahead of everyone else.
Yeah. And how do you do that?
I think that is something that just comes naturally because I kind of get bored of my own ideas every 2 months. So I
Yeah.
always find that constant need to create something new, to come up with something exciting that would excite me. Because if I'm not excited, I can't make anything new for the other people.
Yeah.
So-
But I mean, tell us your design philosophy, because I know, I
Yeah.
mean, as someone from the fashion industry, what your designs are all about. But our listeners, I mean, I would love to know.
So the first thought that comes to my head when I'm making something is, would I wear it? If I would wear it, then yes, I'd probably give it to, like, then I'd probably make it.
Yeah.
So my style is very understated, but what I do make is a lot of color. It's quite boho, it's chic. So the boho and the chic element comes
You have
from
a lot
me.
of muted colors as well, though. You do
Yeah.
a lot of peach and beige as well.
I do.
Yeah.
I mean, that is something I'd say it's more of like a developed taste. And I feel with every year, the taste kind of changes as I grow older.
Yeah.
So when I started out, I was really bright and out there doing these extremely colorful things. And then over a period of time, I realized, no, that even the pastels look good. It's not boring.
Yeah. And then what
So-
kind of fits do you like? And you primarily do Indian wear, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Is there a reason you've stuck to Indian wear?
I started out with Indian wear because that's something I liked. Because in terms of Western clothing, I feel I just always land up going shopping from high street brands. And when it came down to Indian, either at that point of time when I started, the ones I liked were too expensive, so I couldn't
Yeah.
afford that.
Okay.
And apart from that, there was all rubbish
Yeah.
everywhere.
So you think you're in that price point? That's kind
I
of.
think, yeah, I'm
is
at a
that
very
your USP?
comfortable, it's at a very comfortable spot where people don't find it too expensive and it's not cheap either. So it's like the right amount that you wouldn't mind spending on a regular basis, not
Yeah.
just for a wedding, but even if you're attending a wedding or if there are some smaller events, you wouldn't mind spending that kind of money.
Right.
Yeah.
So tell us what it takes to, know that this is an Arpita Mehta outfit. Because I know that there are certain things. But tell us
So I'd
about it.
say the primary look would be mirror work.
Yeah.
That's something that really stands out. I did it when absolutely no one was doing it.
Yeah.
It's like I almost brought it back in fashion.
Yeah.
So
You did.
ever since then, so the minute there's a mirror work product hanging in any store, or if you see it online, you just know it's my
Yeah. And I
identity.
think your
It's my thing.
blouses are like really fantastic,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like
They're
you have
always
these
very
like
interesting.
amazing, and the
Yeah.
cuts are like really
Yeah.
nice. Then the sari is like a simple shaded, like
Yeah.
and
I feel my designs are young.
Yeah.
I mean, it's more trendy, it's more young, it's something that you'd have fun wearing.
yeah.
So I think that is also a very important part of my kind of clothing.
Did you kind of get overwhelmed by having these huge names like Manish Malhotra, Rohit Bal? When you entered, they were already so established.
Yeah.
And you're kind of competing with them now, I would say. Do you think? How did you deal
It's
with
not
that?
overwhelming. It's just exciting, and honestly, you don't land up comparing yourself because everyone has a space for themselves. So they have their own space. I have my own space. But it's just good to know that you're being recognized for your work and being not in the same league, but people choose you as an option amongst those kind of people.
Yeah.
So
and
that
I guess
is
they're
amazing.
inspiring as well because they're
Absolutely.
paving the path to your future as well.
Yeah, true.
Is there any international designer that you particularly want to follow the footsteps of?
None really. I definitely want to be like a big design house, like how they do it abroad, like how they do it internationally.
Yeah.
Rather than just being a brand name, I want to be like a big fashion house.
Like, give us an example.
I mean, there are so many big design houses. Like you could say Chanel or like a D&G, Dolce & Gabbana.
So how
it's
are
like
they
they've all
different from
spread
like
out.
a Manish? Would you call Manish a design house?
Manish is, of course, he's purely into clothing.
Yeah.
But these are the people, like when I'm talking about a house, they've deviated of course, clothes is like the most important line, but they've kind of branched out into bags, into shoes, into furniture, into like home products, like various other things. So, I mean, I wouldn't want to branch out into all these things per se.
Yeah.
But definitely things that would interest me.
Okay.
Because it's not only clothes, there are even other ideas that I get. I wish that I could convert this into a line.
Oh, really?
Yes. So,
But like, I think they're also very corporatized. But like, I
Yes.
think that's the main difference as well.
of course,
They're
it
not
helps with having an
personally run.
investor and then taking it to the next level and becoming a big house. Of
So
course,
you
it's
think
a process.
you think you'd want to do that as well
Absolutely.
going forward,
Yes.
and then you could branch out and you could get freed up to do more
Absolutely.
things.
Yes.
Wow.
True.
And you know, I think Arpita, very early on, Bollywood recognized you,
Yes.
and a lot of celebrities wore your clothes. I mean, I think everyone from Alia Bhatt to Madhuri Dixit to Katrina Kaif.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
I think the time at which I launched my product, it was very different than what everyone was doing.
Okay.
And it kind of got picked up by the right stylists at the right time for
Okay.
these actresses, and you only get repeated when you like something. So
Yeah.
when they wore it, they were really happy with what they wore.
Yeah.
So then it's always they referenced out to their stylist, okay, just ask her if she has something else, if we can get something else from her.
Really? So like
Yes.
you didn't go to them, they came to you.
Exactly. So that was the best part of it all.
That's
so it was not
amazing.
something that I made an effort for, but when it came my way, I was very happy. When I was
But
jumping
what do you
with joy.
think was like your big break?
I feel my biggest break was when Deepika Padukone wore my outfit on Comedy Nights with Couple. She was promoting Chennai Express.
Okay.
So she wore like this really long floor-length red outfit with a golden mirrorwork vest.
Okay.
So that was my first very prominent mirrorwork outfit, and I think I've made around at least 300 to 400 pieces of that till now.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Just because she wore it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Like, I know you supply to like the biggest stores in India, like Azza, and like I know on Purnia's Pop Up, and like
Yeah.
those weren't as big breaks as like having a celebrity.
Absolutely, yeah. And because even she, I mean, that was the time, and even she was having a good run at the movies. So
Yeah.
that kind of really helped. And
Wow.
of course, once you have one of the top actresses wearing your outfit, every other actress
Customers
wants it.
walking in. Oh, you have
Yeah.
actresses also.
Of
Same
course.
outfit.
No, not the same. But
But
they,
this-
they want the
yeah.
same. They want to endorse the same brand. Oh, like she's
Really?
wearing
I would
it,
think the
so I want
opposite.
that.
No, because they
No.
would think they want to do something different.
No, because the different part is of course there, but it's like it was just new. It was right there.
Okay.
So it's like if an international brand just gets introduced into Bombay, like say a Dolce Gabbana opened a store.
Yeah.
So even if one person had it, the rest 10 are going to jump and just go for it. Oh my God, I want it. You know?
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
amazing.
yeah.
Was that like kind of also like your pinch me moment? Like,
No, I mean, it was exciting to see like such a beautiful person like that wear my outfit and out there. And then what was really amazing was the people who messaged me after they saw it and they're like, oh wow, we saw it and it looked really nice.
yeah.
And just random people. I mean, I know
Yeah.
them, but
Yeah.
I mean, I would not expect a message from them.
How sweet.
So that was kind of nice.
I guess the compliments always feel
Yeah.
nice. Have you had any like crazy customer experiences that you can tell us about? I'm sure you have.
I'd say very few, but I think I've learned the art of dealing with them because after a point I just switch off. I'll be like,
So
You know,
give us
just
like
do what
one
you
like
want. I
really
know
like
what I'm
funny
doing.
experience.
Funny. I'd say that would be kind of recent. I mean, they were kind of, I don't know, they were from Delhi. So
Okay.
they'd come down to Bombay. They were not ordering something very heavy. It was just something really light and chilled out. And they were asking me to make the most hideous clothes for them. And I told them over and over again, this is horrible. It's not going to look nice. Don't do it. These colors don't match. So they have come back to me thrice, making like umpteen number of changes. Then we stuck to one thing. I went ahead, made them, and I told them it's not going to look nice. And then
Yeah.
after I made it, and they're like, you've made something completely different. And I said, no.
Oh my God.
I've not made. I've made something exactly what you've asked for, and they're like, "No, this is not what we wanted." And I just have a habit of sketching things out the minute it's confirmed,
Yeah.
and I show it to them, and they're like, "Oh, but we didn't know it would look like this." So I said, "That's exactly what I was telling you. That it's not going
So
to look
did you
nice."
still manage to give them the outfits, or did they
Of
not
course.
take it?
No, they took it. They have to take it because that's
Yeah.
what they wanted.
Yeah. But who would your ideal customer be? Like, what's your like target customer?
I think a lot of times it is like my there are quite a few people who have been regular with me and they kind of just tell me, that just make what you want. I trust you completely and I know you won't make something off, because it's like after a period of time, you know their body well, you know their style, you know their choice.
Do you think you primarily work with a lot of like slimmer women?
More than slimmer, I'd say younger, because my styles are younger, like I mentioned.
Right.
So it's a lot more of the younger people who want to experiment, have something fun, wear something fun. So yeah.
Okay. And what's next on the cards, Arpita?
So next is I'm doing an Instagram show at Lakme Fashion Week, which is scheduled on the 4th of Feb.
Okay.
So that's what I'm currently working on and going a little crazy. But and after that, I'm doing a collaboration with what are jutis, like a juti brand.
Yeah.
So I'm coming up with handmade bespoke mirrorwork jutis in Feb. I'm launching that.
Oh wow, lovely.
Yeah.
And they're going to be like Arpita Mehta jutis, and they'll be available at your store.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Online stores everywhere.
Awesome. That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
On that note, let's take our first break and we'll be right back with lots of tips and tricks.
Finding the right drink at the right place can be a big challenge. Exploring a new destination to its fullest could be a daunting task.
So tune in every Friday and listen to the Drinks and Destinations podcast with Rajita and Samira, who introduce you to the world of fine wines, beer, spirits, and travel.
You can subscribe to us on iTunes, SoundCloud, Audioboom, or any other local podcast app.
And we're back with Arpita Mehta, who's going to talk to us about some really funny fashion faux pas that she might have seen. Hi Arpita, you're back. Tell us, have you seen or better still made any fashion faux pas that you can share with us?
Me, of course. I think I was a mess for
Really?
quite a long time, wearing just crazy, silly, stupid things.
Like what?
Like wearing multicolored tights and a yellow t-shirt, like multicolored lycra tights.
Oh
I
my
think it had
God.
all the color and print possible. Yeah.
So then what made you change this design sensibility?
I think I was the junkie would be a wrong name, but I just liked a lot of like junk jewelry, junky clothes, like just anything random, color,
Hippie.
print, mix it up. I wouldn't care, but then I
Do
guess
you still endorse that? Like for a certain age group? No?
no, I can't.
No?
It would be a mess. No
Really?
way.
But that's amazing because
Yeah.
now I look at you and you're so elegantly dressed all the time. I
Yeah.
can't imagine that you went
Yeah.
through this phase.
Yeah, so like I said, it's just as you grow older, your taste also changes.
Yeah, you evolve.
Yeah.
So tell me 3 big trends that our listeners should watch out for.
I think that would be like metallics in terms of like this rose gold nude pink color. You could
Yeah,
wear
that's
it in,
lovely.
Yeah, in pants, tops, anything at all.
Yeah.
Then one would be like in one shoulder tops, which is really trending, but specifically the one with ruffles.
Okay.
Those are pretty big.
Yeah.
And the third thing would be my mirrorwork jutis, which are to be coming in
Yeah,
Feb.
of course.
Yes.
And give us 2 tips that you would want to give to a bride.
I'd say don't overdo anything at all. Just be happy in what you're wearing, because
Okay.
that's what is most important.
Okay.
And secondly, just please get your makeup right, because the photos is something that you cherish later on.
Yeah.
So it's very important to make sure that your makeup is done well.
And the lighting as well in the place. I think most people
Yeah.
don't get the lighting right,
Otherwise,
even
they
if they
just
get the
go
makeup
so
right.
overboard that they look like ghosts in their
Yeah.
pictures.
Yeah.
And then you feel so,
So
bad,
bad.
later on.
Yeah,
Like,
I know.
What was I doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know we've spoken about your jewel blouses, and can you give us like some versatile ways of wearing it? Like not just with a sari, but like what are some cool ways that if someone owns one of your blouses?
So I feel because my blouses are really heavy, I mean, completely embellished. I also call them like the crop choli. So it's
Okay.
something that you could even wear with the palazzo pant and throw in a jacket on top, or you could wear it with the tulip skirt and wear it with the dupatta.
Okay.
So I think that makes it a more fusion look. So it's also something that you could wear for a destination wedding and not just
Yeah.
a typical wedding in Bombay or something.
Yeah, and I think now, like with Indian fashion, like it's so all about mixing and matching.
And everyone has been experimenting with
Yeah.
styles, which is amazing. You know,
the
you're not
silhouettes
just
are
stuck
just
to your
all
typical
over the place.
silhouette. Yeah.
It's so like I feel like we're doing so much now with silhouettes, and
Yeah.
it's not the typical, the
Absolutely.
same anarkalis and stuff. So
Yeah.
and your blouse is like very versatile in that sense.
True.
So great, thanks for those tips, and we're gonna have our rapid fire round now.
Wow, should I be
Are you
scared?
ready? Maybe a little. You could be rapid. Okay, so here goes.
Yeah.
Spring collections or winter collections?
Spring.
Okay, your style icon?
I'd say Kate Moss,
Okay. Easiest Bollywood star to dress?
Deepika Padukone.
Success is
Fun.
fun. Your prized possession?
That would be my evil eye bracelet.
Why is that?
It's just something which I got a gift from my mum. Like, it's more of a, like a good luck thing rather than just being a jeweled piece. So, yeah.
Okay,
that's why.
nice. What do you typically wear at home?
Shorts and a t-shirt.
Okay. What would you wear on the red carpet?
I'd wear like a really fitted gown.
Not your own?
My own.
You'd wear your
Hand
own.
embroidered.
No, because you don't do Western wear, which
I
is why I
don't.
was.
Yeah.
So, but you'd make one for yourself.
Of course.
Oh, nice.
I'd wear only my own.
Yeah, of course. Best dressed in Bollywood?
It would be 3 women. I'd say Deepika, Sonam, Kangana.
Okay. Worst dressed in Bollywood?
Should I say it?
Yeah, you must.
I'd really have to think for that, but
Because there's so many.
yeah, I mean, there are just a few who are really good. The rest are not that happening. I think I'm going to skip this one.
Okay, we'll let you. Your dream is?
There are too many in hand right now in terms of what I want to do, but the first and the closest one, like I said, would be to probably start off having my own proper store, like a retail outlet to begin with, and
Yeah.
then gradually and slowly move into a design
Oh, you
house.
want to get into your own retail store? That's really hard, no?
Very.
Yeah.
It's
So why
very
would you
hard.
want to do that then?
I just feel because you need to grow, and
Yeah.
once you've achieved one thing, you want to try out something else. You want to go to the next level. So
That's what
I
you
think
wanna
it's
do.
something that just comes naturally after you feel like, okay, I've done this. Now what next?
But you'll still continue supplying to the other stores.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Chocolates or roses?
Chocolates.
Really?
Yeah.
More than roses? Pajama party or cocktail party?
Both.
Both equally?
Yeah.
But
both.
like after a long day, you're working all the time. Like,
But
you don't mind going out
Yeah,
and
I don't mind going home, having a shower, have a shot, get dressed, look fab, get out. Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
Yeah.
Something no one knows about you.
Oh, something no one knows. There are lots. But
Let's tell us one.
just to begin with, as a child, I used to play, I still play the piano really well.
Okay.
And I wanted to become a music director and not a fashion designer.
Oh, you could become a music director as well. Now that you're going towards the design house, you'll have a lot of free time. Dinner or dancing?
Dancing, any day.
Yeah?
Any day.
That kind of, I think that's how you're so slim. Favorite song?
I mean, out of Bollywood, all A.R. Rahman songs.
Okay.
I love them. Yeah.
Silver or gold?
Gold.
But mirror is silver.
Yeah, but we generally edge it with the gold, so
Okay,
it's the
I
gold that
actually
brings
thought
out
you
the
were going to
silver.
say silver. And when I was like thinking of this question, I said, why am I asking you this question? I'm so shocked that you said gold.
Yeah, it's gold.
Wow. Favorite designer?
You mean internationally?
Anyone. Your pick. I mean, actually give me one of each. Give me one in like India and internationally.
Internationally, I'd say I love Chloe.
Okay.
I just like
Why so?
because they just have really easy silhouettes. It's a very chilled, but at the same time they're really chic.
Yeah.
So which is kind of exactly what I'd want to wear or I'd like to buy.
Not overly embellished and
Yes.
stuff, right?
Yeah. Understated, but yet it's just amazing.
Okay.
So that
And
would be
in
one.
India?
And in India, I'd say it would be Anamika Khanna.
Okay.
Her stuff is amazing. It's something I'd want to own. It's something I'd want to buy.
Again, I think she's also very understated.
Exactly.
And I think she's just doing such a great job
Amazing
with her silhouettes.
silhouettes. It's something I could see myself wearing because I can't wear. I mean, I get bored wearing boring stuff.
Yeah.
So
No, and
her
it's so
cuts are
easy. And now
amazing.
with destination weddings and stuff, I
Yeah.
feel like her clothing is like super easy and it's
Yeah.
something that you don't get bored of and it's very versatile. Like you can mix it around with like other stuff,
True.
which may
Yeah,
not be
they are
hers.
separate, so you can always team them up in fun, interesting ways.
Yeah, totally. Beach or mountains?
Beach.
Okay. Favorite perfume?
Miss Dior, which I'm using currently.
Okay. And lastly, what makes you smile?
I think dancing.
Yeah?
like a good night dancing, or even day dancing or morning dancing.
Yeah, you love dancing
I
that
love it.
much, huh?
Yeah. It's like I could just wake up, like just be awake for 5-10 minutes first, and then put on my music and I could just be dancing like in my own space.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's like the best time because I'm just by myself doing my own thing. It really puts me in a fab mood. Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's fantastic. I mean, really good to hear that. Wishing you lots of success, Arpita. Thank you so much for coming in and talking
Thank
to
you
us.
for having me. It's been
dance
amazing.
your way to success. And we
you
look
so
forward to
much.
seeing that.
Thank you.
Thanks. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you next week yet again. In the meanwhile, you can stay in touch with us on Facebook at Stylogram Official and on Instagram at Stylogram_official. You can also subscribe to us on iTunes, SoundCloud, Audioboom, or any other podcast app. Don't forget to catch us on YouTube on Stylogram or IndusVox Media. See you soon.
Hey man, just help me out, man. I need some podcasts, man. I haven't had a fix in a week. Just need some.
Don't you worry about it. I got podcasts galore for you, man. Just go to ivmpodcast.com. You can also find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Thanks, man. I'm gonna check it out.